Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. Today's video is a review of the book, The Village Effect, How Face-to-Face Contact Can Make Us Healthier, Happier, and Smarter by psychologist, author Susan Pinker. Published in 2014, it has 284 pages plus an additional 62 pages of notes referencing science, method, research, and source material. This is pretty well researched. To summarize, this book actually makes a good case, in my opinion, that the more types and number of face-to-face interactions you have, the longer you'll live and the better your immune system will be. It's actually pretty convincing. Okay, by the way, the 2005 audiobook Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi with Tahl Raz also talks about the great importance of having connections to many people, not just only having a few close relationships. Studies show that most spouses meet each other through weak connections such as acquaintances, and in the audiobook Never Eat Alone, most high-paying jobs are found through weak links such as acquaintances, and the lower paying jobs are found through close relatives. In other words, if you want to get a really good paying job, find a weak link and pursue that for getting your better job. Speaking of relationships, the book The Village Effect states that most men's closest relationship is with their wives, who greatly expand their husband's close social contact. And this involvement by a larger number of close relationships helps improve his immune system. I guess it's better than drugs. Now on to Toddlers. The book states what I think a lot of people may already instinctively know, and that is that reading to and talking with your baby and toddler greatly improves their language and social skills. And who doesn't want that? Similarly, according to the audiobook Never Eat Alone, the most successful people in business and even in technology are those who speak fluidly and hold people's interest while talking, something I'm trying to do right now. Okay, here is something really cool and fascinating. Epigenome. Okay, now stay with me on this one. Epigenes are on top of genes which activate or bring out diseases that are in the genes without changing or mutating the gene, which could take generations. This happens very quickly. This means faster physical changes in humans to a changing environment or threat as compared to waiting a generation for a gene to mutate. For example, affection and physical contact with newborns the first few months of their lives reduces their stress, not just in those moments, but affects them for the rest of their lives by affecting their genetic programming. Isn't that interesting? An analogy to computers is that epigenes are like software and genes are like hardware. Babies held skin-to-skin contact with their mother triggers a chemical reaction, and they feel less pain when getting shots. The book mentions professional baby cuddlers that are used in some hospitals for premature babies when the parents are not available. This is called the grandparent effect of the social network. And all this helps babies gain weight faster and breathe more regularly. Speaking of grandparents, the book talks about a longevity study in Sardinia, Italy, where vast and varied social connections help lead to a high percentage of people living to be 100 and over. On the subject of centurions, here's an interesting fact. According to the book, 234,354 centurions listed in Japan's census could not be found, meaning censuses may not reflect reality. Studies, on the other hand, are held accountable. Well, here are some other interesting statements from the book. Mortality rates in Alameda County, California were predicted based on how many times a person purposely met up with someone face-to-face. This is from a 1979 study by Berkeley, California epidemiologists Lisa Berkman and Leonard Sim. Second, it's a myth that worrying is bad for you. Third, adults holding the hand of a loved one feel less pain, similar to the babies getting shots. Another item mentioned in the book is that elementary school students' reading, writing, and arithmetic scores dropped and stayed low after the introduction of computers, surprisingly. According to a study by Friedman and Martin, conscientiousness, hard work, and a large social network of both close and not as close friends, family, and community lead to a long life. Sounds good? Here is the scoop on the marrieds. Unhappily married women have more gum disease and physical responses to hostility in a marriage than their husbands do. Physical pain is reduced by a responsive and supportive spouse. Researchers made accurate predictions of divorce within the next 6 years based on if during fight, couples either try to resolve the problem or wound each other. In conclusion, naturally occurring in various types of relationships, having a feeling of belonging by interacting with a large number of people, and having a feeling of belonging by interacting with a group of people that you feel you really know are the kind of contacts that lead to long, happy, healthy lives. My takeaway from this book, The Village Effect, How Face-to-Face Contact Can Make Us Healthier, Happier, and Smarter, is this. Go out there and get social. My takeaway from the audiobook, Never Eat Alone, is this. Be vulnerable, connect, and follow up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this book review and the ancillary audio book review. Feel free to comment below about what you think or feel about this video. And I know a lot of you out there do like to comment, which I like, and what you would like to see, or what your favorite book is, or anything like that. Thank you very much for watching the video. I always appreciate that. Feel free to like it if you did. Also, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.